Okay, we are live. Start again.
This is the big night in.
The big night in.
The big night in.
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 Big night out in.
Big
You got it,
night
Danny.
in. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Hit it, Danny.
Some of you young folks been saying to me, "Hey, Pops, what you mean, what a wonderful world? How about all them wars all over the place? You call them wonderful? And how about hunger and pollution? They ain't so wonderful either. But how about listening to old Pops for a minute? Seems to me it ain't the world that's so bad, but what we are doing to it. And all I'm saying is see what a wonderful world it would be if only we'd give it a chance. Love, baby, love. That's the secret. Yeah. If lots more of us loved each other, we'd solve lots more problems. And man, this world would be a guesser. That's why old Pops keeps saying, I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself,
How long you got?
what a wonderful
Danny, I'm peeking over here with your audio on the desk. Danny's audio in the desk is high. I'm peeking. Stand by. Mics are up. On you now.
Louis Armstrong, what do you reckon? Well, what I reckon is that you are watching the Big Night In, the original Big Night In, as you say, not the one you saw on Thursday. My co-host here is Danny Walters. You can see him. And we have got such a special show today. We have got, some mega stars have sent some messages in. We have some birthdays. We have a few songs about some people who have passed and gone. And the most important thing is what you've been doing. You've been raising money for the last couple of weeks, and we've fed so many people and more to come. So we've got the main man from Morrison's coming on, so that'd be great. And then we've got a few live faces. I'm not going to tell you, but I've got a really great segment with a really good friend of mine who's a very special friend. So that's going to be great. And so thank you for tuning in. you know all about the Just Giving, we'll sort that out later on, but we're going to play 3 songs so everyone can tune in, and then we're going to start the show. So, Danny, please.
Sensitivity, and you knew that. I do my best to give you what you want, and you appease me. It's time to go. I'd rather be alone without the heartache. I've changed my mind. I'm taking back my love. All my love. I've had a change of heart. Give me back all my love. I've had a change of heart. so many things that's held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go. And where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together. We're polishing up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got the groove. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. Moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving. Ain't no stopping us now.
welcome. And how many days of lockdown have we been in? Is it, what day is it? Saturday, Sunday, all the same? Okay, my name is Danny Waters with an L, if anybody's reading the Southwark News this week, because someone put a story and I didn't have an L, so Barry Knight with a K. Anyway, and Knights has got a K. Anyway, I just want to quickly say hello to Costa. I've got Jack Fielder, by the way, really nice interview with Barry in the week, Jack. Got Veronica Akin, Martin Pascal, Wendy Buckley, Don Ely, and anybody apart from Steve Funky Feet, because he doesn't mention me enough. Ed Deegan, come to you later on. And over to, what's his name? What's your name again? Oh, Barry Knight.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry about that. So, I want to explain to you what's gone on in the week. The response, what we done that little appeal last week, and we raised on the show nearly £5,000, and it's gone up to nearly £6,000 plus all the donations, and we've been able to feed on the first kind of movement of food, and Morrison's with their support, we've been able to feed like 1,500 families. So thank you very much. And the second round is another 1,500 families and all the outreaches. So I'll let you know more about that. But the Just Giving page is still up. And the whole thing about it is if you can donate £1, 50 pence, whatever, it kind of works. And it does make a massive difference, you know. There's Roy Edwards down there, you know, who's been just a rock, who's just been bagging this stuff up, and his lovely, lovely, lovely fiancée. And they've just been working really hard, so I'll let you know more about them later on. And the other thing as well, it's that, you know, it's not easy out there, there's people dying. And there's still people out there walking around and thinking, oh, it's all right, nice summer's day. When you catch it, you know, you either go through hell or you die, you know, so I'd rather not go through any of that. But the most important thing is your safety. So, you know, I've got some great things on tonight. Really have, I mean, we've really pulled it out of the bag. I mean, I've got some messages from some mega stars, and the mega star DJ Danny over there. Oh, by the way, he's single, by the way, ladies. So if you want to, anyone can just text in on the Facebook or the YouTube live, you know. He's a single man, right? So let's not make him a single man by the end of the night, because everyone knows him. What do you reckon, Dan? Come on.
Well, I don't know really about that.
I mean, you don't know, but hang on. Yes, you do.
I've been looking at birds lately.
Yeah, but no. Let's just get this right. What birds have you been looking at? Because
These kind of birds.
that is disgraceful. Well, you're not going to get nothing with that. You know what I mean? An old wood pigeon. What?
It's cheap, isn't it? No trouble.
Oh, girls.
Into nature.
Into nature.
I love it, not fire.
I was going to say something, but there's kids watching, so I can't say it.
Hello,
I can't
kids,
say it.
by the way.
I can't say it. So we're going to carry on with the show here. The most important thing is I want everyone to enjoy themselves, to relax, you know. Go and get your cup of tea, put your feet up. When Danny plays a good song, get up and move that dirty old shag pile and enjoy yourself. So we're going to play another song.
just like you know. Whoa, you just ought to know. Yeah. When you're feeling down and low and you need a place to go. Oh, just pick up your shoes and go to the hottest place you know. Oh, where you can free your mind and have a good time. Just step right up to the firelight, like you know. This is your way to shine, like you know. There's only stars in the firelight, you know. When the facts are real, you know. Start kicking up your heels. Yeah, you ought to know. Well, well, well. The fashion here is dressed to kill, so if you dare put on your dancing wear. Yeah, and you'll find yourself under a spot that'll make you hot to try. So if you move in time and you're feeling fine, just step right up to the firelight, like you know. This is your way to shine, like you know. There's only stars in the firelight, you know. When the thoughts are real, you know. Start kicking up your heels. Yeah, you ought to know. Well, well, well. Act just like you know.
Can you hear the music then?
Hello?
Jeff Edwards is waiting in the wings, but until we get to Jeff, we've just got to thank Sean Joyce who handed over loads of bottles of Coca-Cola. So Barry,
Well, Sean.
Barry could give that to the cause. So Barry will tell you more about that. So over to you, Barry.
Yeah. So in amongst what we're doing, there's a lot of people Oh, by the way, everyone, if you just noticed something, I have a new mic, so you can all hear me loud and clear. So that's good. So basically, in amongst all what we're doing, we have a lot of people who are unspoken, who are doing some great stuff, you know, to raise money for small causes and big causes. And there's one person on the line here, he's a good friend of mine. And actually, him and his family have been really important to what I'm trying to do with the food. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a good friend of mine called Jeff Edwards. Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
You all right? Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Yeah.
Good,
Right, so
good.
Are
Are you focused there? Come on, get yourself all focused.
trying to get you.
There
Right,
you go.
mate?
There you
No,
go.
no,
You're looking
yeah,
good. There you go.
Been old.
Oh, Robert De Niro up here.
This last week has aged me.
Ah, don't. But what you have done was been amazing. So Jeff's been. Well, tell us, Jeff. What you been doing? What you been doing?
I've done a 5-day duathlon, well, sort of triathlon, duathlon, bit of boxing involved, just something I know, and to raise money for the NHS.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so I've done
what did that entail?
5 days,
Sorry.
2 hours a day, hours bike ride, then come straight home and then do a hours boxing training. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, right, great. And I heard that you couldn't do it on your own. Your daughters were kind of.
Yeah, they're in there on a quiz at the minute. It's a bit awkward for me. They're still on the quiz, but Dixie will come out in a minute.
Oh, they're gutted, are they?
They're doing the pad work and making me train hard, you know, like instead of me. So I couldn't slack off. So anyone thinks I was slacking off, I weren't slacking off.
Well, so I will tell you something about Jeff. Me and Jeff go back all our lives. So Jeff was. His family were a very boxing-orientated family, and his granddad was the who trained my brother Billy Knight. I think I'll show you some pictures of him later on. And he took my brother to the gold Commonwealth Games, wasn't it?
Commonwealth gold medals, yeah.
Gold medal, and the bronze in the Olympic Games. And his father was the trainer, and he trained Jeff. And we had like Mickey Cantwell, was it Mickey Cantwell as well? He went to the Olympics. He's another war thrower. And
Mickey Cantwell, boxer.
Yeah,
all of them. My brother was good. Richard was loads
yeah. And it was in a place called the Lynn Boxing Club, what's now just a railway arch, you know. But what's great about Jeff? We had our first holidays and we went to, where did we go? Magaluf.
I think it was Magaluf.
Yeah,
we went to for it, yeah.
Magaluf.
Right.
We were 18-handed, weren't we? Let me, actually, you know what? No, you know what? Let me tell you a really funny story about this guy.
He's going to start thinking that come on this story.
What, Dan? What's that?
He's going to start thinking that.
No, this is a great story, right? And me and him were talking about it the other day. It's nothing, right? So, I think I'm 18 and you're what, 17 or 16 or I'm not one of them. And we go to Magaluf, one of these places, and we're like firm-handed, and we go to hire some motorbikes, some mopeds. So there's us. We get these mopeds, and you're revving them, and we're giving it all out. I've done this before. And I kind of turned around to Roy, Jeff, and I said, Jeff, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, you sure? Yeah. So if you can imagine a really busy, like the Wharf Road, really busy, and a little side street, and Jeff throttles this motorbike. The motorbike flies up into a wheelie. He flies out into the middle of the road. It goes round in 2 circles and shoots off like a stunt man. And we were laughing.
Managed to keep on it.
And you stayed on it. And the man looked round at me. I went, it's got nothing to do with me, mate. And just walked off.
I was on a moped. It's the first time I ever went on a moped, and the last, I think, as well.
We did. Jeff would tell you the most important thing was our friendship, and you've been a good friend, Jeff.
Yes, mate. Yeah, all the family, all of us, all a lot. Of Danny Waters, yourselves, Barry. All of us go back a long way, mate.
A long way, and
since we're kids, little kids,
And the whole thing about what we do is about. I was trying to explain to people last time we're hey.
Oh
Wait, wait, where'd you get? Oh! Now look, everyone, right? Let's get this right. Jeff, you can see what I'm wearing there. I have got shorts on, okay? But if you, and did you see the shirt? Put that picture back on again, right? I'm the only black person on that beach. You understand, right? You can see the beach, right? It's all full of Germans and all different lives out there. But have a look at Sylvester Stallone beside me. Have a look at the pecs on that person. Huh? Well, that's the kind of, I can't believe what that photograph up. And of course, you've got orange juices and all that.
That's what boxing does for you.
Well, you're looking good. But Jeff, on a serious note, how much did you raise for your cause?
At the moment, about 1,081, I believe, something like that. About £1,081.
Right.
Yeah, still it's been great, and thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for donating. Honestly.
Good.
It's been it was hard work. But
I saw. I was watching.
I didn't train for it. Just done it. I wanted to raise money. I wanted to do something for it. Like if I'm training, I wanted to raise some money for something. I want to look back and think one day, I've done something for that cause on the COVID-19 in 2020.
Right.
Seriously, there's a lot of people dying, a lot of people struggling, and if it gets something for the hospitals, then great. Fantastic.
Brilliant. The question is, can we still donate to your cause?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Well, what is it? Can you tell everyone what it is?
I can actually. Can you see that? Can you?
Yeah. Lend me your glasses. Go up.
Higher.
Up. Higher. Cover your face.
Higher. That's it.
Hey.
That's it.
There you go. Come back. Go back to your face, Jeff. Go back to your face. Go back. There you stop. Hey. So everyone, if you can donate £1, 50 pence, whatever you can to that cause, it'll be great.
Anything, all goes. It's been great. It really has been good. So really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's great. And Jeff, really appreciate you coming on and just spending a bit of time with us. You can put it down now, Jeff. I want to say, no, put it back up.
Put it back up quick.
And say hello to all the family and everyone.
Yeah, say hello to everyone. But enjoyed what I've done, and thanks for having me on for that, Barry. And we've go back a long time, so a long time.
All means well. It's all good. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot. Hang on, one sec. I've got a question for my co-host.
All right, Jeff.
All right, Danny.
It's Edward's season. I've got to quickly get it in there. It was Royd's birthday last week or the 2 weeks.
19th
We missed him out, Elwoody Edwards, and it's like. And
19th of April.
It was his birthday, so just got to say once again, congratulations to you all. But also, look, Jeff, our Mel, I'm meeting you next week on a Sunday. Hourglass closed, but we're going to have a game end to end. Is that all right?
Danny, I knew something was coming, mate. No way, Danny looked up with
you said there's wrong, right? Send them all out.
You know what? I'll just try and explain to the people who don't know how close we are. There's a lot of people tuning in from around the world, and I think what we're trying to say is that we all need each other right now. We are all in the same boat, and people like Jeff, people like Danny and Clem, and all the people out there, we all need to get rid of all that, and all concentrate on surviving this, because people are dying, and and we, you know what I mean, Jeff? We need to. The most important thing is your health. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And keep safe, mate. Stay indoors and do what they're saying, please. Really, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Just one more question, Jeff. What's where your location? All right, McShane will be sitting around there. But also, what's the community? What's the community like? What's this community spirit up where you are, Jeff?
It's pretty. Where I live on here is about 100 houses, so it's pretty good on here. Really, it's not too bad at all. I mean, it's because we all sort of know each other on here, look out for each other like anywhere else. But outside, it's like anywhere. Do you know what I mean, Danny? It's people. I think people are saying hello more now when you walk down to hello and sort of smiling.
I've heard that. Definitely.
Around the side, still waving. It's like someone. I'm saying morning. Don't be afraid to say hello to someone. Still, good morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You still want to talk to people. Just because this is going on, you're distance 2 meters, but you still got to say hello, Harry, good morning, make them feel good. A lot of people are nervous walking down the street, you know.
One more thing, I heard that you've been helping out some of your neighbours doing the old fixing the fences and everything, Jeff.
No, just a couple of gardening things. I've done for a guy who's had a heart problem. For a good friend of mine, Nick, across the road. And so
Yeah, but you're doing something.
That's
That's the most important thing.
Bits and pieces, whatever we can do, or collecting bits for people or something, you know. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. Listen, we're going to crack on. Dan, thanks. I mean, Jeff,
Yeah,
thank you very much, mate. Thank you.
And what's my record?
What record you want?
I Found Love. Oh, just memories. Steve Walsh, CNS in clubs, and that's great.
I Found Love, and that's. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, everyone, I took Jeff Edwards and our late mate Mark Wallace the first time to Lyceum. Remember that?
I mean, as well, I was 15.
We won't tell them the story, all right?
Look after me.
We looked after you. Jeff, thank you very much. Keep it up. Thank you.
You said this, Rob.
Thank you.
Right, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
That's great. Thanks.
We are together tonight, yeah. This is the beat that rocks your feet. So let's get busy. I searched for love before, for a love that I thought I couldn't find. I searched day in and day out for the one that was mine, all mine. I played around with love before. I was silly, and you know that I played the fool. But then you came into my life and you changed that. Now I know what I want and where it's at. With you, I found somebody to treat me right. Since I found you, I'm in love with you. Are you ready? Everybody in the house tonight, and everybody across the nation, whoever you are, wherever you are, I want to hear you sing to me tonight. Are you ready? Everybody in the house, here we go, here we go, here we go. Everybody, are you ready? Let me hear you singing. Tell me, what have you found? The sun rises on your face, and I see that sudden glow. A picture that's so bright, you're my delight, and that's why I love you so. I played around with love before. I was silly, and you know that I played the fool. But then you came into my life and you changed that. Now I know what I want and where it's at. With you, I found somebody to treat me right. Since I found you, hey girl, I'm in love with you. Are you ready? This time, I want to hear you sing louder than the last time. I want everybody to join together and make more noise you've ever made before. Everybody, sing to me louder than loud, larger than large, and broader than Broadway. Are you ready? Let me hear you singing. Just tell me, what have you found? Everybody in the house tonight, sing to me. Are you ready? You what? You what? You what? You what? You what? Say it again. You what? You what? You what? You what? You what? We are together tonight. Everybody, just keep moving to the groove. Whoever you are, wherever you are, just keep rocking the house with me. Everybody, this is dedicated to you. You what? 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 You what?
Oh, and welcome back to the Big Night In. I've just got to quickly look at the live feed and say hello to, well, there's someone that's obviously, I'm going to actually introduce her in a moment, but I've got to say hello to Stephen Carroll, Don Henley, and quite a few of you. And we've got a message from, well, what can we say? Not only a living legend, songstress, Madam.
Boss. No, not what you're thinking.
No. Icon.
Icon. Lovely.
What about the old, did you see the old
Sade was jealous of her.
Do you remember when we done the video? Do you remember she was doing the old
Right, Dan.
My hair up in the hair. Oh no, that you. Ladies and gentlemen, quick message from Lisa Morris.
Well, that's slow. You're there, Clem. She's gone really slow.
Slow version.
You better put me back on and redo it.
Can you do it?
Come back to me. It's gone really slow.
Over to me as well.
Back to Danny Waters.
Good evening all,
Here we
and
go.
welcome to Barry Knight's Big Night In. I've been looking forward to this all week, and I hope you're all pouring those drinks and they're flowing and you're getting ready to listen to some dazzling tunes by our very own Danny Walters. And just want to say a massive thank you to Barry for what he's been doing, raising money, and all of you donating as well, and going around London, South East London, feeding these families that are not eating, hungry children, hungry families. Your money has really helped with that, and if you've just tuned in, please listen out for the link when Barry announces it, and please click on it, and please, if you can, donate a few quid, whatever you can spare. We don't want people going hungry, and it's a very tough time. It's tougher for some than others. So on that note, enjoy yourselves this evening. Big love going out to my friends watching, and especially my Walworth Road crew. Big shout out to you lot. And I'd like to have a song, please. And could it be I Want to Be Your Lover by Prince? I think we're all missing Prince quite a lot in this world, his royal purpleness. And I'd like to dedicate that to a family member that we sadly lost last night, and his name is Gary. And Gary, this is for you, my darling. Everybody have a great night, stay safe, stay well, and yeah, see you on the dance floor soon. Cheers, Barry, cheers, Danny.
Yo, here we go. Right, so I've just been on the Just Giving page as I speak, and you have donated in total, it's going up, let me have a look here, 5,820 and going up. So thank you very much. I went into Morrison's before all this happened, and let me get my mic near. I went into Morrison's when all this happened, and I just went in and I said I want to buy some food, and I met this manager, and I have him on the line. This is Joe, the manager. Hi, Joe.
Hello, mate. You all right?
How are you, mate? How you doing? You okay?
Very well. Yourself?
I'm very well. This guy used to go to Manor Place bars and swim like we used to do, you know, swim. So he is a true kind of honourable Walworth Roader because he knows all about us. And I walked into Morrison's. So he'll tell you what happened. What happened when I walked in?
So yeah, I'd only been there a couple of days, and I got called down to speak to some fella standing there. You look shaven today, so he looked completely different at the time. He scrubbed up quite well. Saying that he wanted to spend some money, £1,000, and what could we do for him? And obviously, with what's going on, Morrison's and myself are keen to try and help. So I sat on it for a little while, did a little bit of homework, because we get lots of requests and we've got to make sure that we're doing the right thing by the right people. Got in touch with Barry, and then from there on, it's just grown beyond my expectations completely.
Yeah, we've so the situation is that Joe here he went over and above board. He didn't go to small management, to the big management, and they get a lot of people coming in. They want to do that. I went in unshaved, tracksuit bottom. You know, I want to spend £1,000 if I raise some money. So it must have been a bit daunting. And then when we realised what you done on the show, you guys, he pulled it out of the bag, and you've seen the videos. I've, you know, I think we've fed now 3,000 families, something like that, Joe. Right?
Yep.
And
it's amazing how many people it has impacted, and I never anticipated it going this far. It is fantastic.
And Morrison's, I mean, they're committed to the end, didn't they? To get out of this, basically.
We're going to be through it. What we've done through my boss, Paul Stewart, his boss, and all the way up, we're doing whatever we can. We've got donated stock coming all the time. We're collecting in store, and my commitment is that we will maintain this all the way through the COVID. And if COVID's over and we go into school holidays, we'll keep it going through the school holidays. Because if you think about it, the school holidays, you've still got vulnerable children that need feeding through that. So we can maintain this momentum and we can keep it going. And then after that, we'll see what we do. But yeah. I see it as something we can maintain all the way through.
Right. Well, you've heard it from the main man now. So it's so every time I go in and with my brothers and Danny, the whole team go in, we spend a little bit of money. And as we're spending, Morrison's are embarrassingly throwing stuff at me, and I have to get another van. They've got a white van, but we have to look. No, so we are working on. But what's really strange about it, when I set this up, I had a chat with my co-host Danny Waters and Clem. We didn't realise how big a problem it was in England, you know, where when Jeff told me about these kids are starving. I mean, it come alight when I walked past his school, and he told me, he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm feeding these people, but other kids are turning up wanting food." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And then one family said, "Oh, thank you, thank you, Roy." Roy, sorry, I've done it again. Roy. It's Roy, everyone. Sorry, that's Jeff's brother, by the way. Roy, he literally he said that one family just said, "Oh, thank you very much for that meal we're giving her, because we really appreciate it." And he was trying to say, "Well, what do you mean appreciate it?" "Oh, well, yeah, that's the only meal we're getting, the one you're giving her." And that's where it all sparked off. So, you know, I've had people give me £1. I've had people give me £2,000. I've had Morrison's just give us £9,000 worth of food on top of what I'm paying, something like that.
But I've got the easy job. I just make a few phone calls, sort the stuff out. You work really hard with this. I know Roy works very hard, and at some point we'll all meet up. I've got the easy bit. You're doing all the leg work, and I know people need to realise how much you're out doing this. You're out constantly.
Thank you. Well, out safely. So I'll show you what people have been donating to me and all that stuff. But as I say, your commitment, Morrison's, we have fed. I mean, you know, how many food banks have we fed?
Well, we was talking about it today, weren't we? We've fed over 3,000 families. We've gone as far as Bermondsey, Lambeth. I know you've been over Holloway. We've got the Brixton Soup Kitchen. It's just growing and growing, and it's all local. It's all relevant.
Yeah, it's and in amongst all that, you know, they donate £200 worth of vouchers every time, and that actually goes to basically for the ladies to get their all the stuff for the kids and the lady stuff. But what's interesting, there's a good friend of mine called, or good friend of all of us, called Jamie Bronfield. And Jamie's he's got a heart of gold. You know, he's been through hell and back, but he's back, and he works for 3 or 4 different companies. And what he actually done, I called him up, and he called his boss, and through the grace of whatever, he had 8,000 sanitary towels donated for our cause, for all the young girls who can't afford them. So we've gone from food to toiletries and all that kind of stuff. But as I say, with the Morrisons backing, and, you know, using us as a feed out to all the people. You know, I've got a great team. I've got a good, you know, I've got my brother, I've got you, I've got Elson, you know, I've got all the girls in the I mean, even...
Don't forget Martin.
Oh yeah, Martina, my young lady. And the other thing as well, it's not only what we're doing in the food banks, there's another kind of thing what's going on, what people don't realise, that people like Kathy Rowlands, you know, I keep on saying this, but she's a good friend of mine, and she kind of knows certain families, and them families know people. So we've been feeding families with 3 or 4 kids in the area, and in Peckham and in Bermondsey, who can't get out. I mean, Roy was telling me yesterday where he had a family where the mother and father are slightly disabled and they couldn't get out. So we had to track them down. He called me, we gave him a bag, and he delivered it. And all these people I know around are all helping. What they're doing, they said, Barry, can we help? Can we help? Can we help? So we do it safely. And that's because of you, Joe. You believe in us. You believe in, you know, and no, it is. It is. If you didn't believe what we were doing, I couldn't have done what I had done. I would have been run out of money already. But the Morrisons have just pulled it out of the bag, and we applaud you. And
it's something we should all be proud of. And then when I get these today, this turned up today. So this is about 40 cards from kids that at school that have made to say thank you for what we're doing. It all says thank you Morrisons, but it's not thank you Morris. Thank you everyone that's involved.
Wow.
And that was really touching when they turned up.
Right. Well, that's great. You know. Anyway, I really appreciate what you're doing for us, and I know we got a request for one of your. Why this is, by the way, why this has all been going on? He's had 2 family members or members of the family who have passed, so he's been in the middle of trying to do that. And you know, we like to dedicate something to him. So, what would you like to dedicate? And thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Now, from my own point of view, we had my aunt died a couple of weeks back, and it was her funeral on Thursday. Sally Hollowell, she was a lovely, lovely lady, and one of the songs at her funeral was Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. So I'd like to dedicate that, obviously, to my aunt and anybody else that it's relevant to that might have lost someone.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your... you know, what you've done for everyone, you know, because if it weren't for you, you know, there'd be people start, I mean, I've done my bit, but you've done just as much, and I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, he's an old wharf roader, so thank you very much.
I'll see you again Monday morning. We'll start again.
Oh, tell me about it.
Can I just add something?
Danny's going to talk.
If anybody can hear me, if anybody's passing any Morrisons, especially Wharf Road, please pop in and say hello to the governor there or the staff. And
yeah, just say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate you.
Thanks a lot.
There's your
See
song.
you Monday.
Thank you.
Tell
Bye.
mate.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm dying.
Ladies. Right. There's a lady I want to say hello to. She's been the rock behind Roy. Linda?
Yeah, Linda.
Linda May. That's his other half. And she's the lady, when we load the food into the hall, she's the lady who goes in with another team and bags everything up. So you know what? Fair play to her, putting up with me and Roy, because we just wind her up. But she just tells us to get out, and she on the Monday night, she loads all the bags up, and on the Tuesday morning, she's giving all the food out. So thank you very much for all your help. I've got another person on the line.
I think Roy's your tenor now, don't
Yeah, Roy. Another person on the line. Jason. Oi, oi.
Hello, pal.
How you doing? You okay?
How you doing, pal?
Good.
Yeah, well, we'll throw it in this, on the firm.
There you go.
Hello, Dan.
This guy here done a couple of days ago. He's a DJ, and he'll tell you what he done. Tell us what you done.
Well, it was about 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. I just had a thought about trying to create a page, because obviously everybody's on lockdown, everybody's at home. And I thought, right, I'm going to create a Facebook page called DJs for the NHS #live. So I created it, and my plan of action was, if I got 500 members, then I'd create a Just Giving page for the NHS. So not for every part of the NHS, especially the hard workers and all the nurses and the doctors that that are dealing with this coronavirus at the moment. So within 2 days, I've got 700 members.
Wow, that's amazing.
I started the Just Giving, and I tried to get a plan of action. Like, it went really quick. It went so fast. It was just like a little flash. So I thought, right, that weekend I'm going to do like 24 hours of music with all different DJs.
Wow.
So I got together with Max Grove, Maxi Groove, Scott McShane.
Scott Warfroder.
Yeah, another Warfroder, mate. And we got together with Luke Dennison and a DJ called TDF.
Oh.
So, we're all admin. We put our heads together, and we got a list of last weekend, I think it was about 18 DJs, and it was a test run. It was like a little test run to see how it would go.
Like our show, the first show we done. That was a test run.
Well, there was a couple of ups and downs, but obviously because I've made Scott admin, Max admin, Luke admin, these guys, if I'm not on it, they are bang on it. They are they're making sure the live videos are going up. So what we're doing is getting the live videos up, pinning them to the top of the page, and we're not letting any other videos go on, so that it gives the DJs a chance to get a little bit of a few listeners in and stuff like that. So, and then obviously my missus Nicola, she's in the background. I mean,
always a lady in the background.
Yes,
always.
I'll tell you what, my missus Nicola, she's my security.
Same with my missus, and Roy and Jeff. We've all got these missus. They're the bosses.
Yeah.
But just a question. How much did you, because we're going to get to another link. How much did you raise?
Well, I had a target of £1,000.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, if I get to £1,000, I'm not going to do it every weekend. But between the guys and the admin, we said, look, listen, everyone's on lockdown. Let's keep it going.
Great.
And until the lockdown's over, and then once all that's over and done with, maybe we'll do it once a month. Okay. But I've reached £1,000 on the first weekend, which was fantastic. And it's still going now. We're probably touching about 1,500 at the moment.
Yeah, I understand.
So, and as we are speaking, the DJs are playing on the page as we speak.
Okay, so as you know, I know a lot of DJs.
Yes, definitely.
And everyone's been asking, the big night.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be lovely to get together, mate. Absolutely fantastic. I'll just try and get together.
So, don't worry about it. So the plan is...
What would it be without you, Dad?
the plan is that we're gonna talk to. I'm gonna put it on them. I'm gonna talk to Lisa Loud, Nancy Noyes, Scott, Steve Lee, and you guys. And I think we could do some kind of, all dayer, with us controlling it in the studio.
Yeah.
And let's do it. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll do it. We get our head together and we'll do that, mate. I'll tell you what, it'd be a privilege.
Great. Well, thanks for coming on.
Just quickly, the work that you're doing, mate, is fantastic. I'm just a small little piece of a pie, a very big pie, and yet the work that you guys are doing are brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
But that is me, you, Danny, all of us. I can only do it with the tools I've got, and you guys are the tools. I just put it into place and point. But there's a lot of, as you said, you've pioneered these DJs. But before you come here, 15 minutes ago, you were down the Wharf Road trying to sort out some DJ. You ain't, So you're just like me doing stuff. You know what I mean? So
Well, and the other thing is, I got him. I've got my brother in the background as well. He's helping out. Ian.
Same with my brother.
So yes, he's helping out. So
anyway, I really appreciate you coming on. Keep the good work up.
Yeah,
thank you. And we'll keep. Hang on, Danny.
One more foot, Jason. But you're like a brother from another mother, anyway.
That's it, mate. That's it. Look at him. Look, big grin on his face. Look at that. I'll tell you what. Listen.
Look at the A-gates. We're going to run out.
Yeah, that's the thing is, there's something in the water down the Wharf Road, Barry. That's what it is.
Well, I tell you what.
In the water, mate. We're all good uns.
We are. I know. I've got a shoot, but I'm just going to say, we are beaming around the world, and we went out to, in total, the last show retweets 22,000 people. And it's us, me, you, all us little Wharf Roaders, and we're putting it on the map. So thank you. I've got to shoot. We've got to do some stuff.
No problem, mate.
Keep it up. Thank you much. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
Cheers, Andrew, mate. Thank you.
So I'm sitting here, and I'm completely. Am I lined up? Are we lined up, Glenn?
Not yet. Yeah.
No. So he's going to play a song.
Yep.
And then we've got another special guest coming on. Yeah.
By the way, got to also say hello to everybody from Southwark as well, and anybody wherever you are, whether you're in Wales, Northern Ireland, Ipswich, Cambodia, Elephant and Castle, or somewhere posh like
Peckham.
Peckham, I do, right?
You can get.
Saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life, yeah. 'Cause I was sitting there bored to death, and in just one breath he said, you gotta get up, you gotta get off, you gotta get down, girl. You know you drive me crazy, baby. You've got me turning to another man. Called you on the phone, no one's home. Baby, why leave me all alone? And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. You know, I hopped into my car, didn't get very far, no. Before I had you on my mind, why be so unkind? You've got your women all around this town. But I was trapped in love with you, and I didn't know what to do. But when I turned on my radio, I found out all I needed to know. Check it out. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Hey, listen up to your local DJ. You better hear what he's got to say.
It's not a problem that I can't fix, cause I can do it in the mix. And if your man gives you trouble, just to move out on the double, and you don't let it trouble your brain, cause away goes trouble down the drain. Said away goes trouble down the drain.
Well, alright.
Dub time.
No stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping.
Yeah, hello. Right, I have a really good friend of mine on the line. You all know him. I've looked after him for a long time. He's been I'm the godfather to his son. He's one of my good friends. He always supports whatever I do, and vice versa. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Ronan Keating.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up? How you doing?
how you doing? You okay?
All right, I'm all right for my age. What's going on?
I
can't
at
see
home.
you. I can't see you. You can see me though, right?
Yeah, and you can't see me.
No, I can't see you. I can see
Oh.
Studio 8.
Studio
Hey,
8.
maybe
They
it
can't.
doesn't matter.
Okay, Ronan,
How's it going?
it's going great, mate. How's it going with
Yeah, enjoying the beats.
you? That's
And
Danny.
this-
That's Danny. Danny,
Summer evening.
you've been so busy for the last 25 years.
Been a bit busy.
You've climbed Kilimanjaro, you've walked the island, you've swum the channel, you've sung with Pavarotti, you've sung with Elton John, you've radio hosts, you've done Miss World, you've done, what ain't you done? What ain't you done? Are you done hill golf, you know?
Hey, I don't know. Look, well, I guess it's 26 years since we started Well, you longer. How long are you doing it now?
Yeah, hang on, mate. Come on. I've been
We
doing
know
it.
you should. Now you shave your head because it's grey. That's the problem, right? So grey.
Oh, I'm so glad I got
Because-
you on the show.
Yeah. Because we know you've been doing this for what, 40 years? Is
Hey,
it
yeah.
40 years now, Val?
Well, it's gonna be 40 years. It actually is 40 years next year.
Yeah.
Thanks.
40 years. Yeah.
And I met you when you were 16.
Yeah. And I
On the
met you when you were
Smashes.
60. So what does that make you now? That makes you, what was that, 85? Is that right? You're looking well for 85, man. I remember, look, so you've done it, like, you've done it all. You've been, okay, so Peter Gabriel and Pink Floyd and Ross and everybody that you've looked after. And then I remember Boyzone, we pulled into the car park at Smash Hits back in 1994. Mark Plunkett, my manager, who was with us, tour managing us
With
then,
the pink elephant.
with the white bus with the pink elephant, yeah. He still denies it, but I mean, that's when we first met you. You were in your high vis jacket. Backstage
I found that.
at Smash
I
Hits
found
in
that one.
Docklands. Did you?
I found it. Yeah.
I'd say on the back, follow me. Is that what it said on the back of your jacket? Follow me. Don't follow you. So yeah, I mean, that's when it started. I mean, we the boys and I became mates with you immediately. I mean, we thought, you know, because I guess the industry was very difficult. It was very tough. We were naive, and you were just a warm, friendly face that just kind of brought us in, looked after us, made us feel very comfortable and very at home at an early stage. And we've never looked back since, Val. You've been there for us. You've been a rock, a friend, someone we can lean on, whatever it was. So thank you.
But Ro, if I'm a friend, right, I'm on the. You're right there. You got that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, it's 7:30. It's 7:33. Come on.
Now, I mean, has he frozen? Oh, you ain't frozen me. You're live there, but you're frozen.
I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. So I've invited you on my show.
Yeah.
And I've never been invited on your show.
Get out of town. You've been on more stages.
Hang on. I'm on about your show with that other woman. Yeah. The woman, what's her name?
What do you
Magic.
mean, woman?
Who's that?
You know exactly who I am. Barry, don't you go forgetting my name. We go way back.
Hang on.
Don't forget the Boyzone tour. Come on now.
He's two-faced because I'm supposed to be on.
Hang on. This is a weekend. I've got the weekend off. This is not fair. Making me do radio at the weekends. Don't you think you can go on chat shows without me? I know you and Barry go way back, but listen, where you go, I follow. We know that. We're a team. Val, that's it now. You and I done. I mean, I have my weekends off.
Oh, for me?
You don't realize what I go through Monday to Friday, Val. You don't know. I mean, ridicule. It's terrible. It's awful. And you know, it takes me Saturday and Sunday to build myself back up again to be ready for Monday at 6.
What? Because of Harriet?
Yeah.
Harriet, that's not nice, is it? Right.
Well, listen, Barry, what can I do? You've spent more time with him than I have over the years. Because you've got to have coping mechanisms, right? Sometimes they come out in an aggressive form. What can I say?
So look, it's Saturday. It's Saturday at 7:30. I imagine Harriet has probably opened a bottle of wine by now. She's got the barbecue going.
The fire pit. Did I get?
The fire pit's rocking. She sent the kids to bed already. 7:30, I imagine. And
no, she's locked him in the room, bro.
Yeah.
No, on a serious note, your charity, what Magic's doing?
Well, look, the thing, I mean, it's very similar to what you guys do and what Magic does, what we do, what Harriet and I do, and all of the team throughout the day. And is Harriet still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. It's amazing. You don't think about it. I thought about it before I was on Magic, and you know, for the kids that the only square meal they get a day is when they go to school. You know, for kids that are in poverty. So it's it's an amazing charity that you have, Val. What you're doing is very similar to what they have on Magic, what we have on Magic, and Harriet and I are delighted to be patrons and
I definitely. I don't know if Ronan's frozen. We've all frozen.
No.
And Barry, we don't want to take away from anything that you've done. What you've done off your own back, and you've really created something absolutely incredible. I know you said that you'd give us a chance. Listen, if people would like to donate for our Cash for Kids thing, please do. You go to our Magic website; it's all there. It would be incredible. But yeah. Barry, you're the one that is doing so much good. So we salute you.
Thank you. What's interesting about, all jokes aside, when we get together, all we do is laugh. And even in the worst days, me and Ronan's been through, what we ain't been through, me and Ronan. But, we've come out of it as good friends. And Harriet, you've come into the family, and it's been great. It's been great.
We're very lucky. We're lucky to have good people in our lives, and you're right. We do laugh. Harriet and I, it's what we do all morning from 6 to 10. It's we call it work. It's not work. We get to play great music and have a great time and laugh. Good friends. It's an absolute privilege. And if we can help people that are that need help, of course we're going to do it. Of course we'll get involved. It's easy for us, and there's so many people out there that need it. And in a time like this, the Cash for Kids, what you're doing, Val, you called me the other day. You were actually in the supermarket picking up meals. They were giving you meals. The money that you've raised from these nights in, you were there actually, physically buying pallets of food. They were giving you food, and then you were distributing it. It's amazing. I mean, it's really, it's a brilliant thing you're doing, and it's so important. So important.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you too. And by the way, Ronan didn't know that Harriet was coming on.
I had no idea. My Saturdays are off. Harry, I'll never forgive you.
I'm going to leave you guys to have your loving, but Ronan, it's such a shame you can't see me, because I chose a backdrop especially. It's of the five of you in a very special era. You've all got silver trousers on and black waistcoats, and I wanted you to talk me through it. But,
I can see it. I actually picked this outfit myself. I mean, I just styled.
I don't know how to screen.
If you saw, isn't it? If you saw the picture they put of me earlier on, Ro, it's criminal. I had a pair of shorts on, like a ballerina's pair of underwear, and a red shirt on with muscle on the beach in Benidorm.
Oh,
yeah, I looked right.
So you picked these outfits out, Ronan. This was your choice, yeah? This one? Silver trousers. Do you still have the silver trousers? I think, Barry, you need to get him back on next Saturday wearing the silver trousers.
I do. I think he froze. He's there now. He's back. Ro, and what's really... Oh!
I think I've frozen.
I can't believe he's put that picture back. All right, take it off. Did you see that?
That's amazing. That's made my night.
Charlie, did you see that? Unbelievable. Anyway.
I can't see it. I'm frozen. You lot are frozen.
Oh, take it off. Anyway, thank you.
That's not Mark, is it, with you?
No, it's not. It's another friend of mine called,
okay.
Mr. Edwards. Thank you very much for coming on, just spending a bit of time with us. It really means a lot. And I know you're busy, you and Ronan, but
no problem.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And
it's lovely. You should really be privileged, Val, because Harriet, I mean, from 6 to 10, I see her every morning on Skype. She doesn't do her hair. I mean, she's in her tracksuit. She's got her hair up in a butt. You should be honoured. She's done her hair especially for you.
Thank you very much. How do you do a backdrop anyway?
Oh, yeah. Well, my 10-year-old son, Louis, taught me how to do that, obviously. I was like, can I have a backdrop? Give me a boy's own backdrop.
Oh, great. All right.
That's genius.
Isn't
love
it?
that.
Thank you both.
Yeah, I love that.
Shall I leave you two to have your final beautiful goodbye? Okay. Thank you for having me, and lots of love. Well done, Barry. Seriously, it's amazing.
Thank you.
See you, H. See you Monday.
Where's my godchild? Is he in bed?
He's in the other room. I'll see if I can get a hand.
Okay. So I'm godfather to Ronan's son, Cooper, and Ronan's just had another child, a young girl. It's a fifth one on.
A little girl, Coco.
What's her name?
Coco. Yeah, she's a month old now. 4 weeks old.
Sounds good. So,
yeah.
Ro, I know you're
Hang on.
busy.
Let me
Thank you
try and
very
see.
much, because you've been doing some other stuff with other charities. I know you just do a lot of recording, and that's really good. And really, I mean, oh, by the way, when I first met Ronan, we spent a lot of time down the Wharf Road. So Ronan knows Wharf Road, and every time I do something in the church, he comes along and does a sing along, and we embarrass ourselves. But you've been a good friend, and thank you very much for coming on the show, because it means so much. Thank you. You froze? You're frozen. Thanks, Ro. Anyway, everyone, I've had Ronan Keating on the line there. That's been amazing. And Harriet. And I'm going to pass you over to Danny Waters. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and when we get someone like, can you hear my mic okay? Yeah, when we get someone like Ronan Keating on, honour to someone that's given us his time. So I'm actually going to play his latest song. That's if YouTube don't pull us, all right, for copyright. So we're going to play Ronan's One of a Kind with Amelia Sandy.
Late night, butterflies, tomorrow's play, playing on my mind. And I'm counting down the seconds. Whiskey need to tame the nerves. Can't wait to see the way they look at you, answering the question. Just say you do. Your love is one of a kind, and I'm not alone anymore. Just when I thought I was lost, I saw your face and my whole life changed. Your love is one of a kind, even long after we're gone. Our love will always live on. Will you dance with me as the choir sings? Your love is one of a kind. Oh, 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 oh. So dance with me as the choir sings. A fireside, our favorite wine, the photographs of the years gone by. And I wouldn't change a second. Right here with you. Your love is one of a kind, and I'm not alone anymore. Just when I thought I was lost, I saw your face and my whole life changed. Your love is one of a kind, even long after we're gone. Our love will always live on. Will you dance with me as the choir sings? Your love is one of a kind. Oh, so dance with me as the choir sings. Look at our son now, he's wearing your smile. He's got your beautiful eyes. If only my mother could see us right now. One of a kind, and we're not alone anymore. Just when I thought I was lost, I saw your face and my whole life changed. Your love is one of a kind, even long after we're gone. Our love will always live on. Will you dance with me as the choir sings? So dance with me as the choir sings.
Yes, yes. Ronan. He cut off, but I got him back because
Hey.
Where he is, he's raw. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we just played your last single there with. So
Sorry about my connection. I just heard that. I heard that. Thanks very much.
What did I say? What did I say to you?
Just played his
Huh?
latest
So,
song, Amelia Sandy.
we just played your latest single with Amelia Sande.
With Emily Sandy.
Emily.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for that. And well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your support. And yeah, that's it really. Thank you very much. Great.
Well done you and all the lads for all you're doing. Great that you had Harriet on. And Val, you're the most selfless person. You do everything for everybody else. You're always constantly giving and working. Everything that you get in, you give back, whether it's your community or, you know, the place that you work in, the communities that you work in. You're an amazing person. So just keep doing. It's Cooper's birthday tomorrow. He wishes his godfather could be there, but we understand we can't be together. He's getting ready for bed. He's going up to his bath, and he sends his love. And thanks again, Bob.
Thank you, Ronan, and be safe and give Cooper a big kiss
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Well done.
Family. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the night. God bless.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
Well done, Bob. Well done,
you.
guys. God bless. Bye.
So that's my old mate Ronan. He's going to put the baby to sleep now, and yeah. What's amazing that the response for some of these people, they've been asked, and they're all at home. Everyone's asked, can you do that? And they're so inundated. And for them to come out and do this and just have a little bit of time, a bit of fun with us South Londoners and all the world basically watching in is amazing. So it's great. I'm going to hand you over to Danny Waters now because Danny is going to play another song.
Yes, it's Ronan Keating. Honour to have him on, so why not play another Ronan?
Don't even know where to begin.
Ha 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 ha, I'm in the house. I have Danny still playing the music. We'll just wait. Dan, you turn music down. Dan's off. He had a Steve Walsh moment there. I've got a message from... Anyway, everyone out there was going on about this Game of Thrones business. And I kind of watched a bit and, but working, I couldn't really get into it. Then I got the video and DVD and I started to get into it. And it went mega around the world. And, these actors are A-list actors. But guess what? Lena Headey sent me and all of you people this message. When it comes. Hey. Hi. It's gone slow-mo again on me. Give me... So we're going to queue up again. Oh, go to Daddy. So basically, it's such a big file, it keeps on freezing because of the system. So you're going to queue it up again. But she literally sent this message in. And this is the message what she sent to us.
All right, everyone. Lena Headey here. Just a message for some special people in my manor, South East London. Amazing work, well done, raising money for hungry kids and families during this pandemic. Keep it coming. Special shout out to the Walworth Roaders. Amazing work, everyone. And enjoy Barry Knight's Big Night In tonight. Send in your requests. Soul, dance music, whatever you want. Because we're all in lockdown. Big love.
What can I say? All these people around the world want this lady to talk, and she doesn't talk. And she's Lisa Morris called her up, spoke to her, she knew all about us, and she's done that message. That's how important things are. So donate. Last week was a really important week. It had two kind of parts to it. Last week, it was Jonathan James's mum's 90th birthday. So Jonathan James and Mrs. James, she's like Anne Brady, Vincent Brady's mother, Gary Wallace's mother. These people, and Billy Ronan's mother, and Eddie McCarthy's mother, and Danny and John Sheffield's mother. When we went round the house, they fed us, they looked after us, and they protected us. She was 90 this week. And then in between all that, we had Mrs. Brady. Now, Vincent Brady's lovely, lovely wife was 50.
No, 21.
Well, and she was on the balcony, and all the family were downstairs. And they were singing happy birthday. They had all... Keely's like, my little sister. And Keely was 50. And it was a lovely sight to see that all the family were distant, but singing to her. And I saw the video, and it was like, wow, that was great. She was in her pajamas, and she was crying. And then the next day, I went round, and I had a cup of tea on the wall, and she sat on the other wall, and Vince was up on the balcony. And it was a bit surreal, so I think when we come out of this, Keely, I will throw a nice party for you. And then yesterday, it was my daughter's birthday, Millie Knight. And she was 20, and she was moving house in Hungary. And I said to her, what do you want to do? And she sent this video, and she's done a song just for all of you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Millie Knight. This is my room, and I'm here to sing a song for y'all, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, you smiled at me and breathed pain. The dark days are gone and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Sunny one so true. I love you. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine bouquet. Sunny, thank you for the love you brought my way. You gave to me your all in all. And now I feel 10 feet tall. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunny, thank you for the truth you let me see. Thank you for the facts from A to Z. My life was torn like a wind from sand. Then a rock was formed when you held my hand. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunny, thank you for the smile upon your face. Thank you for the gleam that flows with grace. You're my spark over nature's fire. You're my sweet, complete desire. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunny, yesterday my life was filled with rain. You smile at me and really ease the pain. Now the dark days are done and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Sunny, one so true. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for watching, and make sure to stay safe and enjoy the rest of the night with the Big Night In.
Thank God I'm young, I'm a bodyguard, because I'll be... Anyway, thank you very much. Millie, my daughter, I've got people to pre-record stuff, it's a lot more clearer, because the internet, everyone's on it, so it's not so clear, so it's all good. So what we're going to do, over to Danny Waters, and Danny Waters is going to play a couple of songs, and I've actually got a couple more videos from a couple of nurses and a couple of other people, and then I have a A-list Hollywood star who's got a very special message for all of us. So, Danny, cue the music.
Yeah, we've got to break it up a bit more. There's so much done, but it's good we get some music.
Hang in there, baby. We'll make love tonight. Don't be afraid. That'll make it all right. I know just how you feel. Gonna hold you tight. And we've almost got it made. Now that we've caressed.
What's that, mate?
A kiss so warm and tender.
Not next week, the week after.
I can't wait till we reach that sweet moment of surrender.
Give him a slack.
We'll hear the thunder roar, feel the lightning strike.
Oh, great. And that way, it gives everybody a little bit of space.
Tonight, hang on in there, baby. Hang on in there, darling. I'm gonna give you more than you've ever dreamed possible. Don't be afraid, baby. Oh no, a sweet virgin of the world. We can't help but make it, 'cause there's true love between us, girl. So let us touch that crowd that every girl dreams of. Oh, we're almost there, darling. We truly
Yeah. What? Yeah, what about that video? Yeah, we got that's Ilya. We can play the 3 songs, then we go into that. Yeah? Oh yeah, you guys can do. Yeah. Steve. Yeah, is it okay? The mics are not. Is it mine or Barry's? Oh. Ooh.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our bodies displayed through the dance. Then love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was we would share this feeling just between ourselves. But when the music changed, the plan was rearranged. He went to dance with someone else. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. But now he's with somebody new. What does love want me to do? Now say, let the music play. Let the music play. He tried pretending our dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me.
Well. We're all back, all tangled, all done. So far so good. We have had I've just looked at the Just Giving page, and ladies and gentlemen, we have just gone over £6,000 and growing. What's amazing about this whole thing is I've got some. While this is going on in this country and all this kind of stuff, we've got the medical care, we've got people like all you people donating, and we're all looking after each other. And I've had a couple of people call me from South Africa, who I know very well, and some people calling me from America, Mr. and Mrs. Kirbishley. And these people are really in tune with what's going on over there. And the rate of people dying on the street because of the homeless stuff is outrageous. And the bodies are piling up, and they're literally just, mass graves, in the sense of just have to get the bodies away, labelled and burnt. And the Indians, the native Indians are really, really suffering at the moment in certain parts of America. And then in the Gold Coast, with the Dizzy Droppers from, I think, he's having, he's had to open his hospital up to, he's got his own charity, he's opened his hospital up to just try and keep a kind of normality to what's going on. And it's not easy. So, just a little think about them. And then back home here, we have Molly. Now, you met Molly on the first show, and she came up on the second show. Since that, she's gone into the front line with her family. And I have her online, I think. Molly. Hey!
Oh, hello.
You're the only one who's been on 3 times, Molly. What's going on?
Oh, I feel so lucky.
Wow. So what happened to your friend? You got the COVID. She got the dreaded COVID. And how is she now?
Yeah, so she was out of work for about a week, but she's back on the front line now.
A week?
Working on the COVID ward, yeah.
So she's got strong genes?
She has.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a bit scary, though, because she does have asthma, so I was very worried about her.
Right. And the other thing as well, what's this about? I got a call about the masks you've been given. What's all that about?
Yes, the issue is, because they're not the FFP3 masks, they don't actually protect against COVID. This is the issue, and because of the lack of protection we're being given, now we're getting emails from management saying that we should be reusing the masks now.
Shouldn't be using them?
We should be reusing them for patients all day.
That doesn't work, does it? No. So what do you do?
Storing them in plastic bags.
So what you been doing? Doubling them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
literally.
it's all about what we're being supplied with, really. It's a bit frustrating.
Right. But your safety comes first. But one of the things Molly's done, the single we tried to play last week and was a bit funny. We've got a remix of the single, what she's released, and she's got all her friends and family and all the nurses and doctors to appear in the song. So tell us about that.
Yes, so I just thought, because I did release this track, it's called Give It Up, and the main theme is about wanting to be someone's hero. So I thought it was so relevant to what's going on right now and how nurses are feeling. So I thought I'd rally up all my nursing friends and get them to star in it. So we're raising some money for the Nottingham hospitals where I'm from. So if you fancy chucking a quid in or something, it's under Just Giving, Molly Ralph, Give It Up for our nurses.
Okay, we'll put that on. But let's have a look at this. And we'll come back to you. Let's have a listen.
Breaking up the hours, waiting for your flowers, yeah. I know it isn't easy, I'm not asking you to please me, yeah. 'Cause when the days get rough, you can call me on my love, If you're not picking up, I'll be
Wow, so that was your mum at the end, weren't it, with you? The last shot. Yeah? I think the volume's gone. I think your volume's gone. Hang on. Oh, we got you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, that was your mother.
It was, yeah.
Wow. I know your mum. She's in the original video. So just tell us again where they can give you money. Where again?
Give me
Give money. Give her money.
Just giving. It's under Molly Ralph. Molly with an IE and RALPH.
All right. Well, we'll put that on the YouTube channel and make it work. Yeah. Anyway, be safe. Oh. Not again. I went, be safe. Say hello to your family and all that. And that video is great. So we'll put it on our YouTube channel so people can watch it again. And we'll put a little link where they can raise money for you. And I'm going to donate £100 towards that. So no problem. And thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
No, thank you. Thanks. Bye. So that was one thing we done. Molly's been on every week and she's got bigger and bigger, and she's been a good kind of source for the inside information about Mars and all that kind of stuff. And while that was going on, we had another young lad on called Sam. And Sammy, young Sammy, he, the first show he done a live song and, you know, went really well. And the second show he come on and done another song. But he had on Spotify 200 hits, something like that, 200 hits. And since that, when he came on the last show and done a bit and pieces, all you guys tuned in and watched him on Spotify. And he's gone viral. He's gone viral now. He is a star. He has to employ me soon. Ronan, sorry, he has to employ me soon. So this is what's happened. He's gone from 200 slots, in other words, when you go on, you hear the song and they tell you how many he had, to 22,000 slots. So from 200 to 22,000. And this is the song.
Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. From where you found me all alone in the darkness, you said it wasn't the end. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. As if I never felt broken hearted, 'cause I was different then. Summer nights when I feel so lazy, sipping wine but I'm not too crazy. Would it be different if I told you that I never wanna leave this moment? Feeling high but I'm stone cold sober. It's like I'm rich but I couldn't be broker. It would be different but you told me that you only want me getting closer. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. From where you found me all alone in the darkness, you said it wasn't the end. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. As if I never felt broken hearted, 'cause I was different then. Those winter days where it's cold outside, but I'll be warm, I'll be safe from the lies. They hear the rumors and expect high price. I'm seeing through it all, I'm lost in your eyes. In the nighttime you caught me inside. From the valley you brought me alive. Turn me inside out and now I can fly. It's a different feeling, yeah, it's peace in my mind. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. From where you found me all alone in the darkness, you said it wasn't the end. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. As if I never felt broken hearted, 'cause I was different then. But I don't wanna go, I'm waiting right here. Even if it takes all year, I can't wait to meet you again. But I don't wanna go, I said I'm waiting right here. Even if it takes all year, I can't wait wait to meet you again. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. From where you found me all alone in the darkness and said it wasn't the end. Can we go back to the place where we started? Let's do it all again. As if I never felt broken hearted, 'cause I was different then. I'll see you back in the place where we started. Let's do it all again. From where you found me all alone in the darkness and said it wasn't the end.
Well, 22,000 people have listened, streamed that song since last week. And I think now we've just got our own little star. So when I do a show, you're going to see this young guy, Sam, headline or do something with us. And it's amazing. I'm actually now gobsmacked of the person I've got now for a message for all of us. You know, this guy has been an English icon with a load of movies, and I'm not going to say the movies. And he's just, for us to get this, me personally, it's like me when I got Carl McLaughlin to do this. It was like an A-list star. And, you know, a lot of people ask these people, and, you know, Lisa Morris has asked this guy, and he's literally gone up to the plate, and he's done a message for us. Ray Winstone.
Hi all. Now, I was asked to record this message for some very special people in South East London and from all over the world. Hope you're all keeping well, fit and well. Listen, well done for all the money you've raised to feed hungry kids and their families during this pandemic. Please keep the donations coming in. It's very, very important we keep this going. Oh, and as you young'uns say, a big shout out to all the Woolworth Roaders. Aye. Enjoy Barry and Danny's big night in tonight, guys. They're playing mostly soul and dance music. Me, personally, I would like to hear a bit of Marvin Gaye. Give me
After Ray Winstone.
Let's get it on.
All the songs. Back on. Now, yeah, after this, come to me. The mics are on.
say, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. Ooh, what kind of man could I be if I can't talk about what I see? Oh, they tell me got to be well. Take the little money and go. Me no want no dirty money. No, me no want no dirty money. Oh, mama, mama, you got me living on the front line. Oh, mama, mama, you got me born in the wrong time. Ah, yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah. To all my brothers in Africa, oh, stop shooting your brother. To all my brothers in Africa, oh, stop shooting your brother. I need you, brother in Africa. Oh, we are born from the same mother. Oh, mama, mama, you got me born on the front line. Oh, mama, mama, you got me living on the front line. Oh, yeah, yeah, whoa,
The love I lost was a sweet love. The love I lost was complete love. The love I lost, I will never, no, no, never love again.
I can remember planning, building my whole world around you. I can remember hoping that you and I could make it on through. But something went wrong. We loved each other, we just couldn't get along. Take a good look at me, I'm in misery. Can't you see the love
Was a sweet love.
Yes, it was.
The love I lost was complete love. The love I lost, I will never, no, no, never, love again.
I can't remember nothing, no, no, no. But the good time we used to share, my love. I'm so sad and lonely. But without you, my life is so dead. I'm sorry to say,
You go your way and I'll go my way.
it hurts deep inside. The day we said goodbye, but the love I lost, the love I
Was a
lost.
sweet love. The love I lost was complete love.
Hello, welcome back again. Just going to actually say there's so many requests on this YouTube channel. I can't go through them all, but I've just got to quickly say hello to all those in Russia. All right, that's very nice to know that we're being tuned into in Russia, wherever you are all over the world. But also, just got to quickly say, Lawrence, Ilya, we're going to line up your video here, but I've just got to quickly say, Barry's just said he hasn't forgotten all those good old days that you looked after him down East Street Market. So the next video is from Lawrence and his brother, Mitch, and over to you guys.
From our hearts to Captain Tom. From our hearts to Captain Tom. Walking in your garden with your medals on. From our hearts to Captain Tom. He's still marching on and on, raising money so this nightmare can be gone. This is from our hearts to Captain Tom. You've really made us proud, and though planet Earth is really in a state, it's heroes like you that make this nation great. This is from our hearts to Captain Tom. There's no one quite like you. As we raise our flag of red and white and blue, you have shown this nation what one man can do. Each day you've been walking around your garden for our great, great land. You give your own no less, raising for the NHS. Though you've passed £10 million or more, you never ask for thanks. 'Cause people like you, they never ever do. And we're hoping that a knighthood waits for you. Captain Tom, you served before at 99. You served one score, so thank you, Captain Tom. We want to thank you, Captain Tom. Oh, we salute you, Captain Tom. Oh, how we need you, Captain Tom.
Well, that old man, that's the wrong word, old man. That gentleman, because we're all old. What's really important is we have to look after ourselves. You know, he's lived 90 odd years. 100 years, 90 years, 100 years.
Soon, next week, 100.
Yeah, 100 years. And
oldest person to have a number one.
There you go, oldest man to have a number one. So, but the most important thing is safety. So Danny is modelling. Come on. Show them what you're modelling. Tell them all about it.
Yes.
Tell them all about it.
These are the latest where you get them in the old shop. The old, about £1 or £1.50 or £5 wherever you live. And you've got the. So one thing about these masks, it's really nice that I've seen so many people down the street who are wearing them. Just being modest. There's nothing there's no posing about this. It seems like a uniform. Everybody's kind of like seems to be doing the right thing. Layman person. There's no posing on that.
It's one of the only ones, Dan, and you ain't got one.
It looks like one of those things. You know,
Calm yourself.
Cameo. Word up.
No, that was red. So look at this, right? That's the mask. All right. You can't buy them. You can't get them. I've got the one-off copy, and that's it really. So if you want one of these, I know where you can get them. So send us a message. The other thing is we have another link. And what is the other link, Dan? Because I forgot. Because my link's gone. What am I doing? See the radio? So I have a link now about all the money you've raised, and I just want to show you a little video of what we've been doing to make it work, the team and all the guys. So watch this and we'll come back to us. We are at the school, and let me just show you what's going on. That's my brother, that's Tony, that's Roy, good old Roy. We've just loaded up the vans and Roy's going to show us what we're doing in here.
Yeah.
So basically, this is just the first batch of food. What's going to go out to how many people, Roy?
I've got sort of 240 children in the school, so I'll be phoning every single family and I'll ask them to pop down and collect a bag or 2 bags of stuff each. Sweets, biscuits, even toiletries, like we've got shampoos and toothbrushes, sort of deodorants. Majority of it is all tin stuff and jarred stuff, so it will last them. Nothing's outdated. It'll all be fresh. All bags like this will be made up and handed out to all the children, parents, even parents I know that ain't got no children will be getting
Thank you, Morrison.
Yeah, thank you, Morrison's. Thank you, Barry, and Barry's lovely girlfriend and his dad, Tony. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for your help.
Oh yeah. So,
thank you very much.
That's Billy Davis, that picture, by the way, and that's Billy Davis and his lovely wife, and she's a nurse on the front line as well. There's another picture there I give you, actually, Clem, with the guy in the blue T-shirt, if you could put that one up. There you go. This is why I've raised £6,000 and more. Not we have. These two people. I went past the school and spoke to Roy and his lovely wife-to-be, and that is what's happening. He made me think about what we had to do, and we've done it. We've got all these famous people, non-famous people, and we have a lot of interest around the world because we are doing this personally. So there's no kind of middleman, top man. You've heard the man from Morrison's. You've heard what Danny's been saying all day. And you've heard what you've all been saying all day. You've raised over £6,000 and growing. And we're going to make it work. So thank you very much. I'm going to pass you over to Danny. But Danny's not ready yet. So I want to tell you. So I want to tell you a little story about Lady Di and Danny. No. Put the camera on him. Right. Now, Danny's ready to put the record on. Not. Right? So I have to talk and talk.
Which you're not too worried about, are you?
No, I'm not worried about that. Why, Danny trying to... Now, show them what you got there, Danny, because I weren't even born...
Don't change subject, you're distracting me.
I weren't even born... Anyway, ladies, Danny's single. So if he doesn't want to play a record, let's talk about his singleness. Danny's a single man,
I can't
right?
believe you're saying that.
Well, am I lying? Am I lying, Danny? Right. So Danny's a single man, right? And please, I want your cousins, uncles.
It's all coming out now.
It's all that rainbow business going on, you know. No, all your people, you know. He's a nice lad, you know. You got to have a bit of cotton buds in your ear down again. Here, Dan. What was your nickname years ago?
No, don't start with that. Listen,
No,
right?
no.
I'm just playing a song.
What was your nickname?
big night in.
The big night in.
The big night in.
Big night in.
Big night in. This is the big night in.
The big night in.
The big night in.
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 Big night out. In.
Big night in. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Stop. You don't wanna quit. Put your heel where you're feeling it. Take it to the top. Stop. Step down in it. Put your foot where you feel fit. Take it to the top. Stop. You don't wanna quit. Put your heel where you're feeling it. Take it to the top. Stop. Step down in it. Put your foot.
All right, good evening, everybody. I've just got to apologise. There's so many people up on this screen. It's unbelievable. And I just can't mention you all, but I've got to mention Barry Killick. He's been on the missing list for a long while. Hello, Barry. I love to play everybody's songs, but I've got to mention a good friend of mine, John Carter, and hopefully his daughter Grace is watching. And also, if anybody is going to Martin Calver's funeral next week, the 28th of the Royal Mail, good luck to you, everything. And that's also for everybody that's lost someone in the last few weeks and everything. But and there's just so many people. Gene, I've got to mention you, your sponsor, and Nicky Hardman, who keeps on phoning me up, and he's my agent, joke. But and Darren Malcolm. Barry, over to you.
Thanks, Dan. Right, so in amongst all what we've been doing, we've had our MP, our local MP, who's been really, really helpful, Neil Coyle. And yeah, so we've got a link of what he's been doing.
Neil Coyle, I'm the MP for Bermondsey Southwark. I'm here with Barry Knight and Joe Locke. Barry did the big night in, and people have been amazingly generous in donations and support, because people want to help those who are suffering during this international crisis. And some of those donations have been international. Where did they come from?
They come from America, India, Australia, Spain, everywhere around the world, and Southwark and Bermondsey, and everywhere.
People wanting to help here, and Joe's been brilliant, Morrison's been brilliant. They're donating on top of the money that was raised. Morrison's are helping above and beyond, and this is going to local kids, local families, an older people's organisation here in Walworth, and a lot of this is coming up to the food bank I run for Jamaica Road. So thank you to Morrison, thank you to Joe, thank you to Barry, thank you to everyone who donated. Keep those donations coming in, because we're not through this yet. There are lots of people who don't have a penny coming in and are desperate for support. So thank you to everyone who donated.
Hi everyone, yeah, it's great. So that's really,
MP
it's,
for Bermondsey.
we're playing it again with my ear on, but it's all good. I think the message is that we've done it. We've got a routine, we've got the money, we can feed people for the next 3 or 4, 2 months really. And then we're looking at the stats on the old internet there, and we're getting calls. We're getting messages from America, Russia, India, St. Kitts, where my mother comes from, Nevis, Jamaica, Budapest, of course, Hungary, Prague. And, in all this problems we've been having with people passing away, a good, close family friend passed away yesterday. It was my basically it was my sister, my daughter's. No, let me start again. You hear that one? It was my. Hang on. This guy's really shy. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm live on air. Go on.
You what?
I'm live on air, and everyone can hear you. But carry on.
Oh, I won't swear then. No, I've just got your missed call, mate.
He doesn't realise.
I'm looking at my phone for about 2 days.
Okay. This guy, Chris, all right, he doesn't say much, but this is the guy, Chris Whitfield, who donated a good amount of money on the first live show we done. So thanks, Chris, for that. And I'll call you back.
No problem.
All right,
All right. See you later, bud. Bye.
That man donated £2,000 to this call, so he's a good friend. So that's why I answered the phone. Anyway, so basically, my young lady Martina, sister's boyfriend's grandmother died yesterday. It was a bit of a kind of an emotional thing, because they were with her in the house in Prague. So it's all going on around us. So there's all this great stuff going on, then there's all this dramatic stuff going on. So dramatic, sorry, Danny is saying. So, you know what? Please just be safe. Everyone just love each other. Be safe. Danny is trying to say that he doesn't want to be single no more, so he's put a rainbow on. I don't know what he means by that, everyone. He's got a rainbow around his neck. Now, you trying to explain something to me, Danny?
It's not the flag.
It's not the... No, it's
but
not.
Then again, who knows?
No, yeah, well, it's not... Stephen Gately, he's a good friend of mine.
Yes.
Before he passed.
We're going down the wrong path there.
No, I'm just saying. And he showed me the radar, what to look out for. and there's no radar in here. So you're okay, girls. He's still on. He's just been available. He's still available. So I think we should play a song, Dan. Let's play a song.
15 minutes to go. So the next, we're just going to play 5 or whatever, 5, 6 records, and I'm going to try and play a song for Sharon Ray. They're all lovey-doveyed up, and Grant Davis. Got to mention you. Always get a mention. Oh, also forgot Elaine. No, Elaine Mason.
Elaine Mason.
Please play us back to your granddaughter, because we missed her last time. Apparently she fell asleep anyway. But we owe this to her. So after Free Barry, we are going to sing Happy Birthday to Ava.
Great.
Okay.
But
1, 2,
okay.
3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava.
Happy birthday to you.
And hello to Michelle Dallard.
Hey! Hip hip.
That's it. I think that's outstanding.
That's outstanding.
I think that's outstanding.
Quick, hang on, Dan. Before we,
Right.
You can't do that.
Hello, Claire Wiggins and Tracy Hill. Tony Percival.
Tina Vernon.
Tony Hill. Tracy Hill.
No, Tina Vernon.
You're in trouble. You should mention Tina.
I've mentioned her.
Tina.
Tina is our backbone. She whips me. And whips, no, Danny. And she really kind of just puts us all into what's going on and some good ideas and all that kind of stuff. And Tina's one of those, we're on the big night out visuals, I keep mentioning her. So thanks, Tina, for all your help. Clem, you've been a genius again in that room over there. He's a very cool man. Clem, where's that picture of you? Come on, Clem. Say hello to everyone. Say hello to everyone. This is Clem. And then, there's a few other people in the background we don't really, see, the Civilised Cars. Now, the vans I get are from Civilised Cars. And the Civilised Cars is a very kind of, they're a company that does all the rock and roll bands. So they do the limousines, they do the buses, they do everything. And they've donated this van and many other vans for us to use. So I've got a video. You might have seen it, but let me show you the video. And then we'll get back to Danny.
Yeah,
right?
go on.
Hi, everyone. Guess what? There's my brother over here. Come over here, darling. So basically, we have this company here my brother works for, and we're going to load this up with all the food. Yeah, so we're starting now, and then we've got another company here, which is really important. This company is called Civilised Cars, right? This company here does all the rock and roll bands, and they've donated this van and another 3 vans to pick up food all over London. Please, look them up. Our brilliant company, all the bands I work for, they've always given me vehicles and anything for my charity they've looked after. And then if you look over here, we have the manager and the gang bringing all the food out. So this is what it's all about. Thank you very much.
Toilet roll.
Toilet roll, toothpaste, toothbrushes for kids.
Baby
vouchers.
food.
We've got £200 worth of vouchers, right? So I can give families vouchers so they can come in and get what they want to get. So thank you. Please keep on donating. Just giving. Big Night In, spelt with a K. Thank you. Wow, isn't that amazing? Another thing as well, they give me a lot of flour and a lot of baking powder, and I ain't got a clue. And there's a lady down where I live in Loymore Road, and Kathy Ronan knows her very well, and she calls her Posh, and she baked cakes, not cakes, bread for these people. And that's a lot of that's going on in the community. People just baking and giving me food so we can put it in the bag. So if they can't afford it, they know they can make things, and that's what's going on. The circle is going on. And we're trying to, I think we've set a precedence in what we're doing. People are mirroring it now. So, so we've got another little gang just at the back of Waterloo, and that's Chris's, Styler. I get it all wrong here, wrong name. And Chris, and they do another kitchen in the back of Waterloo. It's in Southwark, and they've been cooking meals for 90 people a day, and giving out food and parcels under the radar. So fair play to you for doing that as well. I forgot to mention you earlier on, but sorry I got your name wrong. She's going to beat me up, but she's a good gang. The good gang of people. There's a whole gang of them down there. and they've got a bit of kind of sponsorship in, so they're able to now come to Morrison, so I can get a good deal to feed these people a lot better. So that's Chris's wife, you know, starter.
But are we going to actually thank all these essential workers? We've got about a few minutes, so we're going
to do that over
Tony
and
Pursfield, saw you this week, mate. Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned earlier. And his daughter. Hello, I've got her name. It's not Candy, is it? Yeah. But, no. Is it Candy? Let me just double check her name. But anyway, hello Tony and all those in Bermondsey, South London, East London, wherever you are, and also John O'Sullivan and Lizzie Berman. I've got a T-shirt of Lizzie Berman, Natty Bow, and Ali Powell, Grant Davis, Janine, and Stephen Newman, and Janice. By the way, Janice all has actually told me divorces are actually being held up at the moment.
Right, I know.
Locked in there.
Yeah, so they're getting to know each other again. That's what it is. The shame you've got no one to love you up and down. What's going on?
That's what you think. I'll just tell you. Look what I got. Look what I got. Yeah. Look at this. Look.
Oh dear.
50 ways
to whip your lover.
To find.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and also I've been brushing up on my Cockney slang.
Right.
Yeah.
What's that?
My Cockney slang, but I can't. Someone said, "What's the Fergal Sharky?"
You know what, Dan? That's a new slang, and you don't really want to be. No. I don't know what Fergal Sharky is.
What's your boat race?
What did someone call you a Fergal?
No, they said to me, "Have you got any Fergal Sharky?" Someone said to me, "You got any Fergal Sharky? Good art." And I thought, but I said, "What's that Cockney slang?"
It's not Cockney slang. Okay. That's very racist.
Okay, but no, it isn't. If you like that. Anyway, everybody, that's enough for us. Good night from Mr. Knight.
Good night. Thank you very much for your support.
We'll
Thank
play
you.
out the next few songs. Good night, or good night McKay. Is it? Or yes, or N or G.
Danny Waters.
With an L. Not like that.
We've done it.
So
just got a video in from a friend called Dan Healy. He's in the West End on the shows, and we're going to show you a little video he's done. But before we do that, there's been a couple of friends been sending some messages in. And I mean, one of my great friends from he used to work at the Lion King in the West End, and then he retired from there, and his son took over, and that's Danny Wentworth. And we always talk every day, and there's a lot going on. So anyway, let me play you this person.
Full voice, you have a choice, you make it now.
Hi guys, I'm Dan Healy, singer, songwriter and actor who was in, before the coronavirus, I was in a show called Winstone Musical. We were touring around the UK. Unfortunately, like a lot of people, I lost my job, and now I'm being productive, doing a lot of writing, a lot of songwriting. But I just wanted to tell you guys to tune in tonight and every Saturday at 6 PM to Barry Knight's Big Night In, the original Big Night In. Barry's doing some fantastic work, and he's invited me on the show next week, and we have a big announcement to make. I've done a song for NHS charities together. Over 200 people have sent in videos, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I just want to tell you about it next week. So thank you guys. Tune in to Barry Knight's Big Night In. Well done, Barry.
That's what we're going to have on the show next week. Not next week, in 2 weeks' time, if we come through this. Yeah, I think we've done a lot of thinking and a lot of being with people. Excuse me. And I think what the whole point of is that we have really got to know each other. We've got to know our kids. We've got to know our parents, our grandparents. We've got to know ourselves. We have a routine. We have to get up. But our routine is contained in our houses. Or if we go for a walk or shopping. And then what we have done with this food bank is just created a system that works. And it's really low key. So what I'm going to do, I'll just keep the videos coming for the next 2 weeks, showing what we're doing, and there's some new avenues coming up. And let's thank you. I mean, we're just trying here. Me and Danny are learning, and the NHS are behind us here. They're behind us 100%.
Oh, we're behind them?
Pass you over to Danny Waters for the last songs.
Yes, got to have a quick shout out to Mark Hughes, Debbie Drake, and there's Pamela Richu. Oh, you don't start coughing, mate. Linda May, Anna Carr, Sue Lavender, James, who kind of likes having a laugh at Barry, grasped me up about the girlfriends and all that stuff, right, yeah? Or is it outing me? Ruby James, just looking at you. And we've got Lee Howard, all right, Amanda, and Veronica Aiken, and also Andy Matheson. Sorry, mate, I keep forgetting. Hello to your Veronica as well, and hello to Dawn, whose name I can never pronounce. It's good night from me, and it's good night for Barry, who's coughing, or if we're not here in the next 2 weeks, you know what's happened. We've got it, okay?
I'm not that bad.